Did you pin me?
I did.
Okay, we are live streaming right now. Aloha, everybody.
Oh,
And
hello. Welcome to the Harmony and Healing Show with Cindy and Julia. It's some weird techie thing going on there. It's been my morning.
yeah, I understand.
Yeah, it happens.
It does. I noticed the
Yeah,
last few days, people trying to connect to Zoom were having issues with me. So I know something's going on. Yeah.
yeah. So, welcome everyone to Harmony and Healing with Cindy and Julia. So nice to be with you. We come here live every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Pacific, just to share the medicine of, the Kero shamans from the divine feminine perspective. So we're here today to just chat with you about the Nusta Karpai.
Yes.
We're doing a little series right now, and last week we talked about Mama Kia. Um, and this week we're going to
Mama
continue on.
Aklo. Aklo.
Oh, Mama Aklo. Sorry.
Too many mamas.
Too many mamas.
Yeah.
Ah, too funny.
So
Yeah.
we're
So,
ready to
uh,
begin our traditional bringing in of the directions, starting with the south. Do you want to join us? Feel free. Just make sure you don't close your eyes if you're driving or get into that zone because it becomes like a prayer when we do it. So,
taking in the words,
mhm,
um, taking in the medicine.
yes.
Through the winds of the south, Sachamama, beautiful serpent, mother of the waters. Come into our sacred medicine space today. Be with us. Wrap your coils of light and love around us. Help us to shed, to release all of those old ways of being, those old skins that are no longer serving us. Help us to be tender and nurturing with our new ways of being, our new skins. Help us to be belly to belly with Mother Earth, so we may be infused with her divine feminine wisdom. Teach us the beauty way to walk in beauty and touch everyone we meet with beauty. Aho.
Aho. To the winds of the west, Orthorongo, Jaguar, mother, sister, brother, Jaguars. Coming into our medicine space from the place of the setting sun as they go into that lack of light, teaching us how to see in the dark, teaching us how to leave the physical and enter into the ethereal. Thank you, beautiful Jaguar, for being the master of our shadows, helping us to make friends with those shadows and learn the lessons and go on our pathway of light. Thank you for teaching us the tools of the luminous warrior as we walk in peace and impeccability, giving us that certainty, non-engagement, non-doing, and greatest of all, the fearlessness, giving us that courage to go forward on our pathway, knowing we have the backing of the lineage and the backing of Jaguars. Oh,
Aho. To the winds of the north, ancestors, ancient ones, grandmothers and grandfathers, we honor you who have come before us. And we honor you who will come after us, our children's children, the bringers of the light. We invite you into our sacred medicine space today. Humpway, come, sit around the sacred fire, sharing your ways, your wisdom, and your knowledge. We thank you. Siwat Kante, royal hummingbird, sweet bird, you who has such great strength and endurance, you who guide us on our soul's epic journey, so we may be instilled with those qualities and teach us the ways of inner peace, of stillness, and to only drink from that sweet nectar of life. Ah,
oh. To the winds of the east, great eagle condor, great eagle that teaches us to take flight again, to leave the fray of our lives below, that we can look down with a different lens and a different perspective and have new knowledge, new understanding, new discernment of how to go forward in what may seem like obstacles but will become opportunities. Thank you, Great Eagle, and we honor you, Great Condor, you who are such a foundational presence that holds us within your medicine without a sound, and yet guiding us in peace and strength, and guiding us towards the mysteries of Great Spirit. We honor both of you today for your visionary gifts, and we thank you. Aho.
And Pachamama, our beloved Mother Earth, Gaia, beloved Mother Earth, Pachamama, thank you for all you provide, for how you nurture and nourish all your people with your bounty, with your beauty, for how you ground us, how you care for all of us, the stone people, the plant people, the four-leggeds, the creepy crawlies, the finned ones, the furred and the winged. May we learn to honor you and care for you in the same way that you do us.
Aho. Enti Taita, Father Sky, Mama Kia, Grandmother Moon, Sashka Kuna, Star Nations, celestial luminous beings of light and power, come Humpway, into our medicine space, giving us that hope, that joy in the midst of what may feel like chaos in our humanity, in our planet. Be with us, give us that strength, give us that discerning eye and the ability to enter into the like energy of light. We thank you, Great Spirit, for always being with us, always guiding us, directing us, a great foundation for us to fall back on. Aho.
Now we'll open our Viracocha, the chakra 8. It's about an arm's distance overhead. Viracocha translates to source of the sacred. It's your luminous energy, part of your luminous energy field. We reach up. Imagine you're piercing into that ball of light. Spread the arms, bringing that beautiful golden light all around you. Even imagine connecting it beneath your feet into the earth. And then we'll open it up over our Ayu here, our community, everyone watching live and watching the replay, so that we are all held together in this sacred energy. So Julia will guide us through a short drumming journey.
Take a deep breath and allow that luminous energy that was opened up over you to come into your energy field. And then use your exhalations to release the day, to release the task list, to release all of that which does not honor your time right now, to be able to tune in and become one with your spirit. And so seeing that Viracocha beam of light above our crown chakra, bringing it down into our crowns, into our third eye, into our throat chakra, our heart, our solar plexus, our sacral, and our root. Take a couple more deep breaths and just allow that light to infiltrate your energy field, giving you illumination on situations that you may need assistance with. And I want to take you quickly to the ocean, our beloved Mama Cocha. So see yourself standing on the shore of a beautiful beach, solitary beach, and you are there alone. It is one of your safe places. And there are caves on either side of this beautiful private beach as the waves come lapping in. Allow that symphony of waves to just speak to your spirit. Use the ebbing and the flowing. As it flows in, inhale that beautiful energy of Mama Kocha, allowing it to come down into your body, into the places perhaps that need healing, into your psyche, the places that need direction and guidance. And as she ebbs, goes out, go ahead and release with your exhalation. So watching her come in, inhaling the magic. As she goes out, letting go. And do that a few rounds until you feel clear and ready to see the day in a new light. Take a deep breath, knowing you can return here anytime and do this. Anytime you need a little clarity, even if you're in the midst of a busy day, you can take a couple of seconds and close your eyes and see yourself at the beach and do one round of breaths. And you would be amazed how much peace that will bring into your situation. So coming back now into the room, noticing your chakra and your energy field, your chakras and your energy field are illuminated with light. Peacefulness in the midst of craziness. Just a wonderful peace that will flow from your head down to your feet. So inhale that for a moment, bringing back that ocean energy with you. And then return to the room. 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Thank you, Julia.
My pleasure.
My favorite place to go.
Well, mine too. Absolutely. Absolutely. So moving right along to Donna Mujia. You know, the Nusta Carpi rites were gifted to us again, renewed and brought as something to pass down because we're in this time of Pachacuti, the outpouring of light and darkness. And so these rites have been sort of reinitiated to be brought to us again from the Andean Carol, Medicine Women and Men of Peru. And actually through a man called Don Mariano Quispe in 2010. So it's only been like 14 years since they've been reinstated as something to share with us again. And it's because we're in these perilous times. We really need to be able to tap into the divine feminine light and energy of these rites. They're Incan, they're very ancient, and they're very powerful.
Absolutely, they have a great understanding that, to be able to bring harmony and balance back to Mother Earth and bring ourselves into right relationship with her and the sacred feminine, that we needed to connect in with these ancient rites, these ancient teachings, this ancient medicine, and so that we can, be reintroduced to this to help us to come back into that Aini. And that's one of the things I love so much about this work, this medicine. It's so powerful, and just working with these rites and bringing in the divine feminine, I've found has really been potent medicine, and I've just been enjoying them. The rites so much. Each one is different. Each one has its own sacred medicine, and they're so powerful.
So Donna Mujia, so Mujia means mermaid and represents the spirit of water. So that's pretty cool magic. and also representing the energy of letting go. And so when you're initiated into this rite, it helps you release the negative aspects of your ego or our egos, opening us up to the concept of selfless union with others, as it assists us in releasing connection to roles while inviting us to transform roles into positive interactions. So that's very powerful. It's a flowering rite. So the tools that are used for this initiation are flowers and water. It's very powerful in that it guides us to let go of the roles that we've held on to for so long and reinitiate the inner parts of our spirit to be in that divine feminine balance, male and female. We're not talking gender here. We're
Yeah,
talking
absolutely.
about the balancing of the divine feminine with the divine masculine.
So, when we work with this, right, which, is the sacral chakra, it's the water element, it's the place where we hold a lot of our emotions, those ones that we kind of bury, beneath the level of our awareness or, they're held in our subconscious. And so it really helps us to clear a lot of the emotions or these strong feelings that really hold us back from, living the life that we truly would love to be living. And so it can help clear things like guilt and our fears and jealousy or resentfulness, shyness, loneliness, just so many things that we hold um, low in the body. Those shadowy parts of ourselves that we really don't want to look at, and we're not even shown and taught how to look at them, right? From a place of higher perspective, right? From that ego perspective, or from a place of, love, and through, viewing it through the lens of the heart. And so she really helps us to come in there in a beautiful and gentle way. She's water, she's flow, she's, helps to cleanse and clear. So it's really a beautiful way to come in and do some of that work using the divine feminine qualities, and doing it with compassion and kindness and ease and grace.
So she connects us to like the waterways. And so like I didn't think about it when I was doing the drumming this morning, but how appropriate that we went to the ocean. I'm just guided wherever we're supposed to go because she connects us to the oceans and the lake. And so that energy becomes energy about creativity, like you said, and flow, and that we create love and peace and we facilitate release. And so then that helps you with the blossoming of your true self, allowing your light to shine more brightly, letting go of those shadow parts, making friends with those shadow parts. I'm not trying to put them in a negative category because our shadows teach us so much. So many people run from their shadows, but they're really there to give us lessons and help us in the transition into our light path if we make friends with them and learn the lessons. So this right helps you face your shadow parts so your light can shine more brightly.
Absolutely. um, you know it's it's so much, when we embrace some of these practices and we work with the archetypes and we work with, these powerful, potent rites that have been passed down that are, you know, ancient. uh, all of it happens in such an it's in a way that I find is so much easier. Like a lot of the things that I held on to for so many years, and I was determined that, there's no way I was going there again, right? And then, but when you're working with this medicine, it comes up in a way where you can so look at it from that ego perspective, or you can flow into it and look at it being held in the sacredness of the sacral chakra is sacred chakra, right? So it's the womb energy. So we can feel held and nurtured as we're looking at those shadowy parts of ourselves. And that's what this beautiful rite helps us to do.
It's beautiful when you're initiate into it, you feel the energy, you feel the release, you feel a part of you wanting to go forth into that flowering part of yourself, reseeded with the seeds of light, and encouraging the growth from those seeds into beautiful flowers. That's why they call it the flowering rite. And so it's a very precious ceremonial moment. And so we're just encouraging you to consider whether this would be medicine for you. We're going to be teaching a course on this starting in is it October?
I think
Yeah,
it's the 21st, if I remember going
but
off the top of my head.
we'll be posting it, and we'll have a tab there that you can sign up if you want to take these rights. And it's an 8-week course, about an hour to an hour and a half each time, and it's very powerful. And we're doing it for very inexpensive price too, at the Divine Feminine Shaman Academy. That is where we come from, and that is the name of our YouTube channel. So please subscribe, and then you won't ever have to miss one of these. You'll be notified when they're there, these shows. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, and one of the things I love too, these rites, when they're passed on, a rite is such a precious sacred ceremony, um,
Yes.
that there's such a, um, they just feel so resonant. And it's like, for me, it's almost like a remembering, like you come drop back into, like, oh my gosh, because those ancient parts of ourselves, it's not this isn't our first go around for many of us. If you're called here into this work and listening to, shows like this, then most likely, there's parts of you that have been listening to the call. So,
Exactly. Yeah, this isn't our first time going around, and I love that you said it kind of works with bringing back the memory of us in perhaps a different time and lifetime where we were perhaps more connected into the goddess rites, and now being called, especially at this time. We agreed to come to this planet, I believe, at this time, and the things that are going on in this planet right now, we really need these rights to empower us in the divine feminine so that we can enter into life in a ceremonial way.
yeah, for sure. I know it's definitely changed my life, as I know it has for you, Julia. So,
Yes, absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you, we invite you to subscribe. We also have a Facebook group, a private Facebook group, the Divine Feminine Shaman Academy. You're welcome to look us up and join. Just agree to the group rules of the group, which are basically just being respectful and honoring of one another. So we welcome you into our community. And so anything else you want to add before we close the directions today, Julia?
Next week is our integration week.
All right. Yes.
We won't be here on the show, but we will be the next Tuesday, which I believe is July 2nd. We always take the last week of the month to integrate and to be able to put our mana into the academy in different ways. And so that's the one week that we usually take off of the show. So I just wanted
So
to give
we,
everybody a
love
heads
to
up.
create our own harmony, our own Aini within our lives.
Right,
So,
right.
yeah,
Very important to have that space and time, personal space and time to be able to work that within us. Absolutely.
it's a pleasure to be with you, Julia. So shall we close the directions then?
Yes, let's do that.
Okay. For the winds of the south, Sachamama, beautiful serpent, mother of the waters, thank you for being with us today, for wrapping your coils of light and love around us. Help us to release those things that no longer serve us and to serve us and to walk in beauty, touching everyone we meet with beauty.
Oh, To the winds of the west, beautiful Ortorongo, mother, sister, brother, jaguars. Thank you for coming and being with us, teaching us to open our psyches, our spirits up into the ethereal to be able to receive knowledge from a higher source, giving us the tools of the luminous warriors, and being with us during this week too. We release you now. Oh.
To the winds of the north, ancestors, ancient ones, grandmothers and grandfathers, generations to come. Thank you for being with us, for sharing your ancient gifts and your wisdom and your knowledge. And Siwar Kente Royal Hummingbird, thank you for always being such a miraculous, magical guide on our soul's epic journey. We release you all now with gratitude.
Aho. To the winds of the east, eagle condor, beautiful seers, beautiful flyers. Thank you for teaching us how to take a new, higher perspective on our lives and teaching us to let go and soar. Thank you, Condor, for your foundation that you hold deep within our hearts. We release you both now. Aho.
Pachamama, our beloved Mother Earth, thank you for how you ground us, for how you nurture and nourish all your people with your bounty, with your beauty, with your love, with your divine feminine wisdom and grace. We honor you and we release you now. Aho.
Aho. And Auntie Taita, Father Sky, Mama Kia, Grandmother Moon, Sashka Kuna, Star Nations, and celestial luminous beings of light and power. Thank you, Great Spirit, for being with us, for guiding us through this day, for reminding us that we can always rely in our spirits, being supported by your beings, your Great Spirit, your spirit. Spiritual pathways that you open up before us. We release you now. Oh.
We'll close our Wiracocha over the Ayu, our community. So just reaching up and just imagine bringing that luminous light over our whole community. And then over yourself. So reaching down, bring that beautiful light up, bring it into each of your chakras, illuminating each energy center. It always feels so good.
Yes, it does. You can feel it. The more you do it, the more you can feel it.
Well, have a miraculous day and a beautiful 2 weeks. We invite you to just get out in nature, be one with nature as much as you can over these times because it's so nurturing and if you have the opportunity to get near some water,
Absolutely.
so nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll wish you a wonderful day, Julia. Okay, thanks
too.
everyone.
Okay.
Namaste.